Yeah. Here we go, I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on Gaming Strang. Bang, bang, blaze it on up, TJ Quake, we're busting like the 1, 2, 3, here we go. Let's get into this, y'all. Yeah. TJ Quake, the ghetto gaming show.
What's cracking like people? What's cracking like we are back in the mix once again. TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture Talk. We are finally back with some new craziness with you. And just to let you guys know, we appreciate all you people that have been coming in, trying to make the thing crack over here. Let me make sure I got this pause here because I know that's probably still going through. So, but anyway, I'm going to thank all the people that's been giving, some love, that's been coming up, checking out some of the podcasts, some of the YouTube stuff that we've been throwing up here on TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar, movie reviews, and of course my pop culture talk on Ghetto Gaming Flavor. So I'm constantly doing this shit. Maybe every other day I'm throwing out a podcast with a YouTube video. The YouTube video is not live, but the podcast is. So if you guys want to come in, check this thing out live, just come down to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com and put in TJ and MJ, Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar, and you'll be able to find us. You can even Google us. We're on your, Spotify's, Google Plays. From what I'm finding out, you can even find us out on Odyssey. Some guy found about us on Odyssey. So a lot of cool stuff. We're trying to bring out more and more information and always come to you guys with the real deal. I'm talking like my train of thought, my processing on what's going on in pop culture, movies, video games, and of course political news that's always interfering with all of our other fun activities that we like to do every day that we can't do anymore because these freaking political flipnicks out there on the left always want to jack things up. Like the situation we're going to talk about today, about the two ASU students, female black students, who decided they're going to bring back Jim Crow laws into the school. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've always said, black people can be racist just as much as any white person or Asian person or Mexican person. Everybody can be racist when they want to bring back stuff like what we're about to see right now. Because you guys are about to be honest with you, I ain't seen shit like this since I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, anything remotely like this in my life. Other than seeing it on television and watching history channels on what racism was pretty much like back in the day when my mom and them were growing up. During the time when they were separated from white people. They had to sit in the back of the bus. They couldn't drink from the same water fountain as a white person. They had to go into the back of the restaurant instead of the front of the restaurant. All these different things. Black people were separated from being able to participate in all the activities that white people got to do, and they were treated, with a nice hand glove shake and all that. Black people were like, "Get your ass back there! You can't come up in here. You can't come up in here. No, you better take your black behind all the way on the other side." Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have progressed past that. We've gone long past. I don't know what some of these progressives nowadays. They still act like we're still back in that day. But it's actually been reversed. From what I've been checking out, from what I've been noticing, is that black people are the ones, and I'm talking about my people, ladies and gentlemen, they're the ones that are starting to become the more racist. Latinos too. They're all starting to turn it around on the white people now. We had gotten to a point, I thought, in this country where we were all kind of united in some way. Yeah, you still had your little racist flipnick, hickory-dickories out there, but for the most part, we were starting to come together. That stuff was left behind in our my parents' day and age. The way I grew up nothing but around a lot of white kids. You know what I'm saying? So I never had any issues. You had maybe one here, one there, every once in a while, the one that acts stupid and so forth. But for the most part, I didn't have to deal with this kind of stuff. But now I'm seeing white people actually dealing with what my mom and them had to deal with when they were growing up. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all, because really what it's showing people is that these Democrats are trying to split us apart. Their whole narrative is to get us all to start disliking each other over our race. And what you're about to see in this video that I'm going to show you and everything is two white male students who are just minding their own business, chilling in a daggone multicultural, hall. I guess they had to. I don't know why they make these daggum halls, because all it, to me is a bunch of the black kids and the the Latinos or whatever. They always use this to separate themselves from the white people. I've seen another video like this where the black girl says, "Oh, there's too many white people up in here, so some of you white folks got to get out of here." And everybody's going like this, hey, including the white kids. I don't know why they're clapping. She's talking about you dumbass. It's like white people. I don't get what these kids today. White kids today have been so brainwashed to think that they're almost the ones that have to take the blame for what their ancestors did back in the day, and so they sit back and they take it, and then they also sit back and say, "Well, it's because of our white privilege, and we should be beat down because of our white privilege." And I'm like going, "Are you stupid? Really? You really gonna take this from this freaking dude right now?" And it cracks me up when I see this shit, dude. And so I got more to say on what my process thought is. We need to see this video real quick, so you guys know exactly because this thing has gone viral. It's all over YouTube and so forth. And I'm gonna give you guys my straight up thoughts and on what's going on here and how we can solve this issue, and to basically tell you what I ain't gonna be dealing with. And I'm gonna call these girls out for what they are. So if you guys get offended, any black people on here that are all pro-black, black, okay, I don't give a shit, because I don't care about your feelings. I'm thinking about doing a show where it's actually I don't care about your feelings. Yeah, TJ Quake, Ghetto Gaming. I don't care about your feelings. So I'm gonna be saying some stuff that you guys ain't gonna like. Because I'm gonna be real, and that's just how I am. I'm straight real. I don't be playing around. I don't be playing this stupid little freaking safe space games. I don't play all that bullshit. So let's get into this video real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up on the main screen for you. TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming. You know how we do. Let's get here on the main stream. Right here. Okay. We're about to see ignorance in its full people. This is the shiz that used to happen to black people. Just want to remind you of that, what you're about to see. So take that into process here, but reverse it now. Now it's going to be reversed. You're going to see the opposite. And then tell me, is this okay now in today's society where everything's supposed to be diverse and we're all supposed to be peaceful and at one? Let's find out. Let's go here. Put this up real quick. I'm going to bring this up a little bit bigger. Right there, so y'all can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic over here on this end so you guys don't have to worry about getting feedback. Okay? All right, podcasters.
What did I do wrong?
You have a bad... You're offensive. Police lives matter?
You have the same sticker.
We're just trying to do school.
What?
You guys have the same sticker of the other.
But this is our space.
We've got a Police Lives Matter sticker and we're getting kicked out. Can't do school. You just said we have to leave.
No, I said... You're making the space uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
But you're white. Do you understand what a multicultural space? It means you're not being centered.
There's one thing you notice what his shirt says. So it's almost like I sometimes think I almost think these guys purposely trolled them in a way just to see what these little multicultural supposable we're supposed to be all together and as one in peace. We're going to probably say, because you notice he has a shirt that says did not vote for Biden, right? And then the other guy, of course, obviously, he had a little sticker on his laptop with the police matter, which is something people say now, too, because, the police are the ones that protect us. The police are the ones that are going to come down there and protect these two stupid black girls if one of these white boys here decided they want to slap their ass. Oh, then who are they going to call then? Who would they be calling then? Call the police. I want to press charges. But then they hate the police. See? So anyway, let's get back to the video. Just wanted to put that little tidbit in there, because these motherfuckers, whoo, boy.
It's not a culture?
No, it's not a culture. White is not a culture. Say it again to the camera. You think whiteness is a culture?
This is insane.
So anyways, this is the violence that ASU does, and this is the type of people that they protect, okay? This white man thinks he can take up our space, and this is why we need a multicultural space, because they think they can get away with this shit.
I'm gonna sit here the whole time and you can find somebody to kick me out.
That's cool, we
We're
will.
not kicking you out. We're asking you to leave if you have any consideration for people of color and are marginalized.
So clearly don't.
That I can go?
Yeah, the whole rest of the campus, the second floor, the first floor, the whole MU, every single part of the campus centers you. This is the only space that you're not centered, and you're still trying to center yourself, which is peak white cis male bullshit.
I'm just studying.
Oh, you're not.
You are racist. Your sticker is racist because police, that's a job. You can choose to be a police. I don't choose to be black. Okay? No, you can.
Wait a minute. I just had to stop on that part. You can choose to be a racist. I can't choose to be black. I'm like, first of all, where is she getting off, first of all, calling them racist in the first place? Did the boy say he was a racist? Did the boy come out and start calling you the N-word? Did he start saying that shit to you? Did he tell you you gotta leave because you're black? Let's continue. Before I start getting ignorant.
Choose to be a cop, you can choose to kill people with a badge, and you're protecting that shit, which means that you're racist.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to defend you guys.
I know, but this offends us automatically because these people kill people like me and like us, right? So you're promoting our murderers. So please just don't do that.
Sticker affecting you negatively. They're just trying to do your
Thank you.
So why should that bother you?
Because, do you understand that Police Lives Matter was in response to Black Lives Matter?
I pay the same fucking tuition as you.
Yep.
Hold on, but
Yeah, that's fine, and you have everywhere. You have.
I'm working 60 hours a week while going to school because my parents don't just give me money.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
So that was only a piece of that one. I don't know if there was if they had the whole thing. We had that part of it. Is there any more of this, or is that the only part that they clipped it on that part there? My boy, Black Conservative. He got the whole video of the whole thing that went all the way down. So basically, as you guys can see, these two heifers and everything. And there's another version of the video from the guy from the other dude. He was videotaping them too, and you see who these two heifers are. I want to see if I can find a picture of them because these two girls just looks like some homely little heifers, just some homely ass, sisters that pretty much look like they were mixed. They look like they were mixed and everything. Talking about they black. Just like going, yeah, I don't know about that. But this is the ASU. Man, what the heck? Why do they keep freaking flipping the stupid thing now? Okay, here we go. So ASU students decry campus racist incident, aimed string of national reports is from this thing. Now you see right here, this is their multicultural room here. Okay, they said we spent up to from 2016 to get this room finally built for us and everything. Our space. You're in our space. You two white crackers gotta go and everything. That's basically what they were telling them, straight up and everything. And of course they're activists. Of course they're these left-wing nutheads and everything, BLM flipnecks that we always got to deal with nowadays. You look what's up on their walls here. Check your privilege. Tyranny. By any means necessary. When you put up a sign that says by any means necessary, that means you're saying that you're willing to go to violence. You're willing, and the first thing these girls saying, you're violent. I'm like, what the? Violent? How are they violent? Did they raise their hands up on you? Did they come over there and slap you upside your stupid ass head? Did they do that? That's what you call violence. When somebody puts their hands on you, when they physically abuse you, physically, that's violence. What the hell are they talking about? Because you got a Black Lives, you got a police matter on your sticker. That's violent. Violent to who? Because old whack George Floyd, who was freaking on crack, that motherfucker acting stupid and beating women and stuff like that from back in his day and all that craziness because he was acting like an idiot. That guy? Is that what you're crying about? Because he ended up getting jacked over from living a jacked up life? It happens, people. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's just the way it is. So these two stupid dumb black heifers is what I'm gonna call them and everything. You know, they don't even look all that black, to be honest with you. They look mixed, or one of them looks like she's Indian. Yeah, I don't know, but they trying to act like they were black. I'm like, what? Okay, and so forth. But they up there trying to act like they got the fist power and all this stupid shiz, and they gonna try to tell these two white boys that they gotta go. And the thing that ticks me off though is that the two white boys, students here, they end up starting to back down, which really pissed me off more than these stupid dumb effers. Because I'm like, you guys, the one guy had the right mind. He said, I'm gonna stay in this chair until you get somebody to move me. And everything. The one goes like, yeah, I will. She didn't go and do that though. But they're up there browbeating these dudes. I would have sat there. Why didn't you keep your butt there? Both of these two end up leaving. The guy that got stood up because he's like, I paid for my own bills. My parents don't pay for nothing for me. And everything. Dude, you should have kept with that anger and stayed and got in their freaking faces and said, frick you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. And everything. You're over here harassing me. I didn't do nothing to you. Everything. So if you want to go find the dean or whoever, bring them on in here, and we can wrap this up, and y'all can go about your merry way. That's what they should have did. You know what I'm saying? But no, he ends up getting up. He's all mad now, and his feelings are hurt, and he decides to let these stupid dumb heifers freaking push him out of the daggum their whatever space, multicultural space, and I just like. To me, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But it says right here, a group of Arizona State University students gathered Friday to condemn a recent racist incident on campus that have surfaced amid a string of such incidents occurring on other college campuses around the nation. Earlier this month, flares with a swastika, and the Star of David were found in various locations around ASU's campus. Another incident also was cited in which photo of a blackface. I don't know where they're talking about all this shit is coming from. And everything of a blackface was featured on a wall at the ASU counseling office on the school's Tampa campus last October. I don't know what this stuff is. The Multicultural Solidarity Coalition posted the image on Facebook where it quickly spread. Okay, I don't know what the hell these girls, what that's all about. And this sounds like some flipnicks up here, some other left wing flips, trying to make this as an excuse for why these girls did this dumbness. Let's go back to the article here. Okay, so. With the girl, like she said, you're white. Do you understand what a multicultural space is? It means you're not being centered. I don't know what the hell that means. Centered. What the hell do they mean by that? The students filming tell the white students, white's not a culture. Now, when she said that stupid shit, dude, that tells you how ignorant, how dumb, how ill-educated these students are. I don't know how these people make it into college. I really don't. It's almost like dumb people can go into college now. I used to think college students were actually, back in the day, I was understanding that people that went to college were smart, that they were intelligent, that they had some kind of intellect, that they thought, with, an actual process that made them smart. And these people here have shown me, and I'm talking over the last 5 years, these college students that are all about, I want my space. I need my space. All they've shown me is that they're all about themselves. They're all about me, myself, and I. mommy and daddy didn't pay much attention to them. And so forth. Mommy and daddy let these motherfuckers get away whatever the hell they wanted to. And then all they had to do was, okay, mommy and daddy, let's spend some money, put them in college, and send them over there. Of course, these two black girls, probably more than likely, they got in there on some type of, feed the black man power kind of stuff. It's that kind of ignorance that cracks me up. The one guy, if you guys would have saw the last of the video when he was leaving, because both of them got ran out of there by these two stupid dumb girls. Some other freaking chick comes over later on. She starts getting in their face. You're getting loud. You're getting very loud in here. So all of a sudden, it's like they're trying to switch the into a victimhood now. So you're screaming and getting loud at us. You're getting very, very irrational. Yeah, that's what this other girl is up there trying to say. You guys didn't get to see that part of the video because that portion of it obviously got cut out and everything. They needed to show the whole thing because I saw the whole thing from the beginning to end, and it just irritated me. And the Asian guy, he comes up here defending the two white dudes and everything, saying they're just minding their business. Why are you tripping? And everything. You don't understand that they're racist and they kill people and all this other shit. I'm like, all of a sudden they're saying they're racist, they're killing people, they're freaking. I mean, everything in the book came out about these two, and all they were doing was sitting there. As you guys did witness, they came up to them. The white boys didn't come up to them, to the two sisters. They didn't do that, and so forth. So to me, this is what you're going to get when you go to these kind of colleges nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. And my warning to you white people out there, not all black people think like this. That's only ignorant dumbasses like this. Just like we had ignorant KKK members back in the day. They were ignorant. Just like these two dumb black heifers, they're ignorant. And so forth. That's all they are. They don't know nothing. They ain't educated. I don't know why they go to school. They're not learning anything because all they're doing is walking around campus freaking harassing people and being activists all day long. What the hell are you learning? All this freaking, but the thing is, they ain't spending their money going to college because they got some type of tuition through some type of, I'm sure some type of little black organization that, said, we need to have a little bit more diversity in our school, so we're going to make sure that black people can get in, and we don't care how dumb they are, and so forth. That's really what it is. So these girls probably don't know squat. They ain't going to learn squat. They ain't going to be about nothing when they get out of college. Because when they get into the real world, they're going to find out there's going to be a whole nother place. Try doing this shit in the real world, girls. See what happens to you then. Go up to some motherfucker who ain't going to be just as nice as these two dudes. These guys were being calm. These guys were being nice. Wait till you run up against somebody like Brian Laundrie. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of those guys out there, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Laundrie, the one that just murdered his girlfriend. Yeah. You're going to run into more of those types because they're a dime a dozen and so forth. And watch them when you guys get up to walk up on the wrong person and see what happens to you. It's not going to be pretty. See, but people are allowing these girls to keep getting away with this stuff. And the more they keep getting away with stuff like this, the more that they think that the real world's going to be like this. And when we get into the real world, it's going to be just like this. And everybody's going to think just like us. Wrong! It's not going to happen. You're going to run up against somebody and the wrong person, and they're going to whap your ass. And they're not going to care. They're not going to give a shizzle. And so forth. But these dumb girls always think that they can do stupid shit like that. All these flipnicks out here that are freaking for Black Lives Matter, that they really don't believe in Black lives because they're never really there for anybody that's dying in the streets from other black people killing other black people. They don't give shit about that shit. That's nothing important to them. But right now, because these two girls are living in a nice little area where, they're not living in the ghetto. So they ain't dealing with other motherfuckers. So all they got time to do is a mess with somebody who's white because somebody told them that all white people are racist. And this is just how they do. And they go up against these people like this. I wish these two dudes would have stood their ground a little bit better. They were doing good at first. The one guy in the chair that was swiveling around, he was up there, pretty much saying, you ain't getting me out of here. And then he finally leaves after this guy here whines and cries. Oh, my parents! and then he walks, packs his bag and laptop and gets out of there. Like, why did you bother coming? You guys knew these girls were going to act stupid. Stay in your ground. And that's all I'm telling you people out there. Anybody that's dealing with people like this, whether you white, black, Asian, I don't care. Anybody that has to deal with people like these two, Dumbass racist women, and I'm calling them racist. Those are the racists. That's real racism, people. When you got somebody telling you you got to leave this area because of your skin color, telling them that white culture is, that there is no such thing as white culture. Shut the frick up. Like, black people are the only people that have culture and everything. Culture is really a part of the area that you live in, the way you've grown up and everything. We have our American culture. So pretty much in a dominant flow, there's an American culture over a European culture. You know what I'm saying? Then you have your subcultures within America that'll be like, Latin culture. You know, the way they dance, the music they listen to, that kind of stuff. You know, black people, the way they dance, the music they listen to. There's the hip hop culture. You got all these different things. Hip hop culture involves everybody in that. Again, another diversity type of style of culture and everything. So it's all kinds of things that are going on within a culture. But there is also not really based on your race, but there is culture that is derived from a race, like Irish. There's the Irish culture. There's a German culture. There's an African culture. There's a Black American culture, and it's not the same as the African culture. So I don't know what this girl's talking about. She's a freaking idiot, and this shows how dumb she is and how dumb both of them are, because they're both racist. Calling somebody else racist. They use and they keep talking about privilege. They're the ones with the privilege because they're the ones that keep getting away with this shit. Nobody ever freaking slaps them out of school, tells them they got to leave a spot, because as soon as somebody tells them they can't be in a place because they're black, oh, hell to raise. Because these people will go insane. They will blow their mind. Oh my God, they won't believe it. And you know the funny thing is, these girls have never faced real racism. That's what cracks me up. These little stupid little freaking girls, 18, 19 years old, they don't know what real racism is. My mom knows what real racism is. My grandmother knows what real racism is. These kids today don't know what real racism is. They've never faced it. And believe me, if they did live in the time that my mom lived in, oh, you think they'd be getting away with saying this shit? Oh, hell no. They would get their asses beat, thrown in jail, who knows what. You seen go back and look at old 60s shiz about back when Martin Luther King and them were marching. Look what they did to them on Thelma. Cops were letting the dogs get out on them. Nobody was there to protect the black man. The white man was letting the shiz happen. Nobody said nothing about the cops doing that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just cops. It was all your neighbors. All these motherfuckers were out there acting stupid. If you lived in the South, you had it really bad being a black person. And these girls don't know shiz about that stuff. They probably never even studied it. Somebody told them about it. They're like, oh, really? Oh, once you study it and read it, once you find out what people really went through back in the day, and then tell me if you're dealing with that today. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I noticed with these two white boys as they were leaving. You know what's in the back of their head and everything? I'm gonna tell you what's in the back of their head. You're gonna turn these white boys into racists. Why? Because they're not going to want to be around black people. They're going to be starting to say, you know what, these black people, I'm starting to get sick of them. That's what white people are going to start thinking, especially the younger ones. They're going to start going, you know what? I just don't know if I want to be around black people anymore. I don't know if I want to be around Latinos. And guess what? Black people, you're going to start getting your way. The white people are going to say, you know what? They already move away from your asses in the first place. Okay, you notice that the white people always move over to an area where they can keep it nice, clean, and keep it maintained. Because every time blacks and Latinos move into the area, the damn kids freaking fuck it up and everything. That's just what happens, you guys. I'm just being real. If it hurts your feelings, I don't give a shit. Because I'm sick and tired of freaking you flipnicks out there always blaming the white man for the stupid shit you do. You guys are the ones that are going out there printing spray painting on the walls. You guys are the ones that are out there freaking gangbanging, shooting each other's motherfucking houses up, killing little innocent black kids and little innocent Latino kids. You're the motherfuckers that are doing that shit. My wife just told me just the other day, we got a mall down the street, West Covina, down the ways and everything, and it used to be kind of a nice little area over there. But now that all the Latino families are starting to move up and further into that area, and so forth. And I'm not saying all Latinos and blacks are this way. I'm just saying we got this youth that has gone freaking brain, just their brains have freaking been fried. They have gone berserk. and they move it into these areas where it was nice and peaceful. Now motherfuckers can't walk down the motherfucking street no more because the motherfucker coming out of the damn mall, he's just trying to mind his own business, walking out of the mall. Two cholos come rush up on his freaking car, pull a gun on his ass, say, "Give me your money. Give me your money, SC. You better give us some of your money, man. We're Cap USC." It's like, he's like, "Hey, man, I ain't got no money. My wife takes care of all the bills. I just got, and she's the one that pays all the bills. I ain't got no money." And everything. They're sitting in the car. Wait, man, you ain't got no money? Oh, hey, let me check your car out. And of course, they vandalize his car and get all throughout his car and so forth, trying to find whatever they could take from him. Everything at gunpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, we're living in the wild, wild west now. It's about time. Everybody's going to have to start packing. Everybody's going to have to start packing now because the police ain't going to be there. You guys are defunding them. So, they're not going to give a shiz. So, it's just getting ridiculous nowadays, you guys. And that's the kind of shit you got to deal with. We used to go to the movie theater down there until all of a sudden, now there's ain't nothing but drive-bys going around at the damn movie theater. Walk out the theater, pow, 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 oh, shiz. Ah! Motherfuckers start shooting at you. Because they try to shoot Tyrone and them on the other side of you. It's just like, it's just ridiculous. So guess what? We motherfuckers are trying to move away from that. Including black people. They don't want to be around these freaking ghettos. They're freaking like, man, I'm sick and tired of all these Negroes, man. I got to get out of here and go over there and move over there in that nice little area called Irvine. That nice area over there called Lake Forest. Let's go move to Newport. They move to the nice areas because they don't want to be around all this stupid dumbness and so forth. People are sick of it. And then you got these freaking dumb heifers right here not making it any better for black people because they making us look bad. I'm sorry. They just are, dude. I have to go back and say, damn, I used to be back in the day when I was like, as young as these motherfuckers are. I used to think only white people could be racist. I literally thought that because I had that liberal mind thought process too. I used to think, oh man, only white people can be. Black people can never be racist. We can't be racist. And everything. That only happens. It can't be reversed. Oh, yes. In this day and age it can. Because now and everything. Now black people have they've gotten to this point where they think they got so much leeway, they got so much freedom to say these stupid things that we're gonna be the one. And the funny thing is they keep forgetting who is allowing them to be this way. You guys keep talking about the white man, the white man, the white man. The white man was once the rulers of all of us. They were the ones that were freaking had us all in slavery. You guys remember slavery? I'm sure you guys do because you guys bring it up all the time. Well, why were black people in slavery? Because our freaking ancestors sold us over to the white man and we became their property. So to them, we were their property. You do what I say. And everything. And if you don't do what I say, I'm going to whip your ass or kill you. And everything. And black people just took it. They just sit there and can't do nothing because guess who had all the freaking technology? Wasn't the black people. It was the white people. The white people had the guns. The white people had all the freaking ammunition, things that could freaking jack you up. Black people didn't have any guns. We couldn't remember at the time the Democrats didn't want black people having guns. Oh, yeah, they were trying to vote for black people. That was the whole thing about trying to take away guns in the first place. They were trying to disarm black people. So black people, when they finally got the freedom, well, they were trying to make it so the Democrats were trying to make it so the black people couldn't buy guns. Because why? They didn't want them using them against them. If the black people get guns, they can uprise against us and so forth. So they made sure that we couldn't get them. So that for the most part, that's the reason why they were always able to get away with what they were doing to us back in the day. We couldn't do shiz because who had the technology? The white man did. Everything. The black man didn't have that technology. We were still freaking throwing spears and bows and shiz. Had cowhide shields and shiz. Give me a freaking break. Them motherfuckers were coming into Africa over freaking guns and so forth. So it's to me, they keep forgetting where they're at and where they're going to try to bring us back to. Because these guys here are not going to have a different perspective in their head about black people. Now, they may be smart enough to know that not all black people are that way, but kids are, they're still growing. Their minds are still developing and so forth. And they get this happening to them enough times by black people and Latinos. They're not going to want to hang around you motherfuckers. They're not going to want to do anything. They don't want you living in their neighborhoods. and so forth. And then that's where you guys are going to start seeing real racism start to appear with white people again. You're bringing them back. You're pushing these white kids who never experienced what their parents used to do, or their ancestors used to do. They never experienced that, and now you're trying to bring that to life now, something that doesn't need to be talked about because they never experienced it. They don't believe in it, and they've been friends with blacks and Latinos for the last, since I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just to say that, not everybody grows up that way nowadays, people. But these stupid black people are going to push white people into thinking that way. They're going to start thinking like that. And that's what these Democrats technically want. They're tricking you, dumbasses. They're trying to make you guys think that the white man, but all you guys are going to do is turn the white man against you, the ones that have been friends with you for the last how many years now. Everything. You guys you're basically doing this. Black artists, the rappers, all you guys out there that do rapping and stuff like that. Who was buying your music? The white kids were. They were buying it more than the black kids. Because the black kids most of the time didn't want to spend their money. They too busy wanting to spend it on some new shoes, a new jacket, this and that. Most of the time they weren't buying. They took your music and might have got a demo tape, or they might have freaking hacked it off of somebody, But the white kids were the ones who were bumping our music everywhere, and so forth. They were the ones who were at the concerts. I used to be in a band called Slapback, y'all, and most of the people that came to our shows were mainly white people. We played funk hip hop. It was a funk, grungy kind of hip-hop style music and everything. It was the white people that came to our shows. Black kids at that time, when they listened to us, we weren't black enough for them. We weren't playing enough of the Tupac style music, Ice Cube style music. That's the stuff they all went to. Power 106, that kind of shit and everything. So they weren't as much into us as the white kids were. And so forth. That's who supported our freaking shiz. Black kids were nowhere to be found. We had a few. The only people that showed up at our shows were funketeers, real true funketeers. You guys got to know what that is. Funk, okay? Pure funk, where the real shiz came from back in the day. That's the stuff we used to play, and people we blew up in certain areas all the time. But the majority of our audience to this day are white people, and so forth. So my thing is with these two stupid sisters. Get a freaking life. Learn what real racism is, because you guys are pretty much contributing to racism. You guys are bringing back Jim Crow laws. That's all I got to say about that. They're bringing back Jim Crow laws, and they're doing it reverse side. They're basically, now the white people are experiencing what black people had to deal with. Because when you got two motherfuckers coming in here telling you got to leave because you're white and so forth, that tells me everything I need to know. And I can't see that I can't understand how these dumb girls don't see how they sound right now. These girls need to actually play this back. And maybe they did play it back. That's the reason why they took it off their site. From what I'm understanding, they may be getting booted out of school, or they can no longer go into this multicultural room. This bullshit. So, I don't know. I'm going to cut this one short. And so forth. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little flavor, because I got to go with my wife real quick. We got to do some shopping. She's getting herself a little arms today, because you know what? We all got to get ready to start cocking and loading, because these people nowadays, this country, this world is getting crazy. And so we all need to protect ourselves, because the police ain't going to do it now that they're being defunded by dumb idiots like these stupid girls who hate police. Anyway, this is TJ Quake, yo ghetto gamer. I'm sure you guys can go and check us out here on, like I said, you'll be able to see the video on YouTube. People that are watching on YouTube, we got the podcast. This is going live on a podcast as well, so you can check us out on Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Look for TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews. You'll be able to find us there. I normally do my podcast with the Pop Culture Talk, TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture, every other day throughout the week. And then you see TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar, okay? Because we'll show you how to spend your dollar, or we'll tell you how to save your dollar on a movie that either sucks or doesn't suck, okay? It's one of those two. I'm going to spend my dollar on that. Hell no, I am not spending a dollar on that thing. So that's what we do on that show. We kind of give you that in a realistic, that down to earth kind of manner and so forth. And also, don't forget, I also do game streaming, because I am a gamer, as you guys know. TJ Quakes Ghetto Gaming, and I am a gamer on Twitch.tv, TJ Quakes Ghetto Gaming. So you guys can check me out on Twitch, and come over there, give me a follow on there. Give us a follow here on YouTube. Subscribe, or follow us right here on our freaking podcast right here, podcastspeaker.com. All right, peoples. I'm out. I'm about to get this thing crack-a-lagging. May the funk be with you and all that craziness.
Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer. Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer, on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em on up, TJ Quake, we're busting like 1, 2, 3, here we go.